for me.
Hi guys, it's Natalie here, Naughty Natty TV. Let's go. It's Natalie here, it's Kristian here. Repping the girl. Number 12. Alright. Kristian, talk to me. Man United, women's football. Why? What happened? Why? What made you fall in love?
So basically, I kind of never really had any connection with women's football until United started the team.
Same.
I watched the Norwegian national team on TV in big tournaments like the World Cup and the Euros and so on, but didn't really fall in love with the game. My city, the city where I'm from in Norway, doesn't have like a great team. They aren't in the top division anymore. They were for a couple of years, but were fighting relegation for a long time, and then they got relegated. I watched some of their games, but I didn't really get that love, that feeling that I wanted to watch a lot. Then when United started a team, I thought that at least I now have something to watch and follow.
Yeah. I mean, it's weird, isn't it, with women's football? Like, I'm like you, I just supported United. I never really supported women's football. And then United, it's a team that it's easy to watch. It's easy because they play United way, they play attacking football.
Yeah, you feel kind of like obliged as a United fan to like support their team when they start one. The same with Norway, for me especially.
Obviously, being in Norway, how is it supporting from afar?
It could have been better. The coverage isn't the greatest, to be honest. The thing is that the Norwegian company Viasport, they bought the rights to the WSL before, but they aren't always showing United games, unfortunately. So I'm not always able to watch the games if they're not showing it, or if not MUTV are showing it. So it's kind of difficult sometimes. The game against Brighton, for example, MUTV didn't show that, neither did Viasport, so I had to watch it later.
I mean, that's the thing with having the player. You're supposed to be able to see everything, but then you're not the first person who said we've got the player, but we're forced to watch certain things. I think United only show the cup games because the player's not showing it. So they won't show Brighton, or they won't show, any other, game that's on the player because the player has it. But people in Norway who follow a lot, I'd see Torin in the comments. I met Torin and Ellen out in Norway. I met a lot of people. There's another guy called Kristian out in not you, but another guy called Christoph or something like that out in Norway. I've met loads of Norway fans, so I found that as well. It's easy for people who had already supported United just to follow the women as well.
Yeah, it's weird to me because the Norwegian broadcasting companies are prioritizing the men's team a lot, but they aren't with the women. So that's kind of sad to me.
It's something that'll grow, I suppose, the more, especially if United become a top team. And obviously, I got a player who's a favourite. Hey, we've even got questions already, mate. Who do you think will sign during the transfer window? Who do you want to sign? Listen, I don't think we'll sign anyone this window.
No, me neither, because I saw that article by Polly Hudson, was it? That talked about us not spending a lot or wanting to spend a lot. And if you're going to buy someone, we need to buy someone who's world class, not just to buy someone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because that's what, for me, I think that Izzy would be. I think Izzy, even there's talk that she's going Everton, but I think she'd just be, and if she did come to us, she'd be more an upgrade on our bench. She would challenge the midfield three. I think she'd challenge Zellum and Groenen, but I think she'd be just there's no point signing someone like Izzy just to be on the bench. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. I thought that if Molly was going to leave, because she hasn't played that much, she just played 60 minutes against Leicester in the County Cup and then 45 minutes against Birmingham. So I thought that she might leave, but if she's not, then there's no point. No point to me.
I mean,
if we were going to buy Izzy, it was to replace Molly. So
yeah. I mean, Molly Green, she's not played a lot. So, but if she's not playing, there's no point in warming the bench, is it? But
no, she's too good for that. Although I didn't get to watch a lot of the championship games last season. I kind of.
She was the top goal scoring midfielder.
Yeah.
FIFA, I hope I said that right. And Omar, love, thank you for the comments. No, talking about signings and world-class signings, myself and you, we started the campaign. Harder 2021, we started it at, but it's looking likely that she might be moving this summer because they've just bought that Yanabe. So you'd think that's a replacement for Harder. So is Harder leaving? And I think she is leaving. She did say that she was leaving. But I mean, I've heard rumours that it's Chelsea now.
Everything is set up for her to leave now, isn't it?
Why would Chelsea want to get Pernille Harder when they've got Sam Kerr? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, and they also have a lot of great attackers other than Sam Kerr. They have Bethany England and Frank Kirby, Groenen from Norway, and Bachmann and Kutschberg. So I don't really see why they need her. I don't think Harder fits their system either. So it's weird to me, but I guess they just want to buy everyone.
Well, I mean, do you think Harder would fit us if we got Harder? I've only heard and the things that she can do, but if we got her, I mean, she's a world-class striker. How do you think she would improve us?
I think she would fit our system better than Chelsea's or Arsenal's or City's, but Harder is such a great player that she's going to adapt to every system, I think. Now that I've fallen in love with the women's games, I got time to watch some games from Wolfsburg and Barcelona. Need to scout those players, you know. And Harder has kind of got that free role in Wolfsburg, where she just roams around between the defenders and the midfield. Gets available, gets the ball, creates, gets into goal-scoring positions and scores a lot of goals. She's kind of like the main player in their team. She does everything.
Harder than you're saying what you just said. I'm not saying that she can't. Pernille Harder or Graham Hansen from Shane.
I take both.
Yeah, for me, I think Hansen's better. I think she's class, but she's not.
We kind of need more. I think we need Harder more because she's a proven world-class goal scorer, and we don't really have that. Like Lauren James is not like the perfect number 9. She's not number 9 at all, really, to me.
No.
She's been played there and done really well, obviously, but I don't see her as number 9. Jess might be that, but she's not like proven at all in the championship. And Jane Ross, it hasn't really worked out for her, has it?
Yeah, still got time, and I think she'll show in the second half. Merry Christmas, Rodney. Thanks for joining us in the comments. But in terms of, like you were just saying about Harder, I think the way you did describe her, though, I think she sounds like a Lauren James between the midfield and the attack. That's what Lauren does. Whereas I think we probably need an actual 9, a poacher. Because like I just said, you see Sam Kerr, Miedemar, White. Those are the top 3 strikers, and then we've got Jane Ross. But really, same line there now.
Hegerberg from Norway, so.
Yeah.
But we're not getting her, are we?
No, we're not getting. Heidelberg. And to be honest, I don't think we're getting Graham Hansen. But Harder is there to be got. And I mean, I'll tell everyone a story now. I don't, Casey was doing a book signing, and I told her, and Izzy had just the article had just dropped about Izzy, and I went, boss, Everton are signing Izzy Christiansen, and she looked at me like, why the hell are you telling me this? But she looked at me and she smiled and she went, okay. And then went, boss, forget about that though. And she went, right. And then I went, we need to sign Pernil Harder. I don't even know how you say her name. I said, boss, we need to sign her. And she just went, okay. And that was it. So we can all do the hashtags, do the tweets, tweet her, they see it and they just don't care.
Nah, probably
Right.
not. I even DM'd her on Twitter and Instagram with like the edit of
man.
Harder 2021.
I met Pernil Harder in last year at a Lioness game, and I saw her and I went, you're sick. And she's like a proven goal scorer. And I said, you're so good, you. And I said, you were red in it. And she's there giggling like, yeah. And I said, you need to play for me. And she's there like, ah. And I go, here's a badge. Let me find it. Oh, not that even that one. I'll give her a badge like this. I go,
Nice.
this is for you. This is for you, Pernil. And she goes, thanks. She takes it. Yeah. So everyone says this, that, and the other. She's fobbed me off. She didn't fob me off. I said, you need to come to United. Here's a badge. I gave her a badge. I said, when you come in? And she's there just laughing. And I said, when we're in the Champions League, yeah. And she goes, yeah, when you're in the Champions League. But I was saying this afternoon to Giselle on Twitter, it's a catch-22. So like you just pointed back to Molly, players want to come and play in the Champions League. Okay. But then if you're not in the Champions League, what else have you got? And if we're not prepared to pay the salaries, then we're never going to get these world-class players. But you need to either pay or be in the Champions League. And I think we're so close to the Champions League now. And with it being 3 places now, I think someone like Harder or just a top quality striker like that can be the difference. What do you think?
First of all, Magda is going to screw us, isn't she? Because she plays for Chelsea. She might go there. No, I think I once tweeted that we are a couple of Shaki Groenen type signings or quality signings away from like really challenging. Because if you look at the top 3 now, their whole team are experienced internationals, and we don't really have that many who's proven themselves at their top level or playing for the national teams. Like we have Shaki, and then we have Haley, and Jane's played a lot, but not really anyone else.
Just seen a message from Chelsea saying, how long do you think it'll take before United can challenge him to win it out of the league? And shout out North Hall FC. Let's go, girls. Come on. Yeah. How long do you think? I think Chelsea, I think it's 2 years. I know that sounds 2 or 3 years. I think that's how long it's going to be. I think, I think we're definitely going to, Roddy's saying, take Man United, we will struggle to get top strikers. But if they just put a bit of effort in, Rodney, I think they can get it. I think they can get Harder. Even if they don't get Harder and they get someone like Bunny Shaw, who's that step below but a step above, saying Lauren, who has international experience. Like you say, we need an international experience. What position do you think we're gonna strengthen in the summer?
I don't really know where we are gonna strengthen, but I have my opinions on where we should.
Go on then.
Of course, the striker has already been mentioned, but I think we're lacking a bit of quality at fullback. Like Lotta hasn't really proven herself yet. She might, but not really yet. And I also think we're a bit light at centre back, with only Abby and Millie, really, and Amy can step in there, I guess. But 2 or 3 centre backs, is it really enough?
But I can't see us. We had Hartley. That's who I'm repping today. 12. I don't think we're gonna have a squad. And I've just seen someone somewhere saying can we really? I don't think we're miles off City. I really don't. I think
No,
we've
I don't
played
think
them
either.
and we've shown them. I think in terms of Arsenal, yeah, and now Chelsea is strengthening. You can maybe say, but there's no one in that City team apart from Ellen White that I think, right, I really want to sign them. I really think,
No, I think
that's
City's
back
on the
to better.
City looks like they're declining a bit.
Yeah, there's no one that I'm looking at City and thinking, yeah, let's go. I've had a question off JB. What's the hardest moment as a United women's fan? For me, I know you're new to it, Kristian, so you don't have to answer, but for me, the hardest moment, I'm going to say Reading in the Cup last year, and to be fair, West Ham this year, because it's little things like that I think are going to be our downfall. You know, when we've not got the mentality, when we're throwing away games, because we went 2-1 up against Reading and we threw it away within 10 minutes. Went 2-1 up against West Ham. You just saw that one. We threw it away.
Unfortunately.
So I think it's like the men in a way, innit? They can beat all these big teams, they can do this and that. But when they get against, you know, a team like Reading, a team like West Ham, and these players aren't going to always play that good all the time, because then West Ham got beat the next day. You know what I mean? Well, then they drew to Liverpool the next game. So these are teams that we should really be beating, and whether that's arrogant, this and that, we should be beating. I want to say your name right? Just give me 1 minute. A shout out to FIFA. I'm sorry if I said it wrong. I'll give you a shout out properly. Come and see me again. But no, go on. What's your hardest moment then?
No, it's. I'm new to this. I didn't watch a lot of games last season, unfortunately, but it's got to be West Ham for me too. I don't really know what happened. It was just poor game management throughout the whole game. I think. For example, when Alyssa Lehman went off at halftime, I didn't really understand why Casey kept Martha or Amy on the pitch and not subbed on Lotta, who was more attacking. And then when she subbed out Shaki and brought on Ella,
that was a bad move, I thought.
Yeah.
That was a bad move.
We kind of lost control of the game after that.
Yeah.
And also that when Ella gave away the foul, which led to.
I don't think it was Ella's fault though. I think more on Mary that.
Yeah, they would for the.
I understand what you mean. We haven't got that person in there. Ella's not a CM. That's the thing for me.
Nah, I think she's the best number 10 we have at the club. If we're
but she's not a CM though. I think Jackie, even though Jackie had a poor game that West Ham game, and I think they all had a poor game. Hayley, I don't think any of the midfielders stood out. They still had a slight control. The minute then Jackie, one of that three left, it was just finished.
Yeah, that's right. I don't really understand the thing. You know, when before the games on TV or a live stream or whatever, when they show the lineups before the game, MUTV and VIA Sport always has United in a 4-3-3, but in game it's a 4-2-3-1, isn't it? But Shaki has the number 10.
I don't know. I'm not good at formations, and obviously I'm always at the game, so I don't see what they line up as. Last year she played 4-3-3 a lot. Last year she played 4-3-3 a lot, so I think they're just sticking to what that being. But I do think.
Yeah, but I think Casey has changed it now.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like that to me who's watching on TV.
I think 4-2-3-1 is probably better anyway.
Yeah, it's probably better for the team overall. Casey knows best, of course.
Yeah,
I just have my opinions, but it doesn't get the best. You don't really have the good number 10 if Katie, Hayley, and Shaki is going to play at the same time.
So I got a tweet from a Castle fan on Twitter, Bay Castle. What are the main objectives to break into the top three next season? What areas of the team would you strengthen? And having in mind our squad's pretty good, who would most likely let go and why? There's a second bit. Let go, it looks like as we've just said, Molly, isn't it? You know, she's not playing a lot.
Yeah.
She might go. Whether she's happy, I don't know. Whether she wants, I think she probably does want to stay, but she probably wants to play more. But obviously, those options aren't there. You know, with Jackie Groenen in front of you, you know, it's about knuckling down and playing. Areas we're going to strengthen. I think we're going to strengthen fullback and striker.
Yeah.
Whether I know people are, I mean, I'll support everyone till the end. But people are, like Rodney said it, LJ's already surpassed Jane Ross. Obviously, she brought Jane Ross in for experience, and I think, you know, for whatever reason, it's not working out to that level yet. But you know, next second half of the season, Jane might come on, get 10 goals, and that's it. But if she doesn't, and if she performs the same way that she is, I don't know if Ross will go, and then they'll look to bring in someone else, because I think it's a sort of a sell to buy situation that they're in. Jane Doe, perfect signing. Maz Pacheco, I love Maz. I take Maz tomorrow. I take Poppy Patterson tomorrow. Poppy Patterson is someone that we might get if Bristol go down. Go on, tell us your opinions on like who's going to go where, what positions.
As you said, Molly might go, and I also think that we might loan out a goalkeeper.
Yeah, goalkeepers.
Probably Fran Bentley.
Yeah, well, Fran went out last season, so I don't know if Ramsey's going to go out. Obviously, we've got 5 goalkeepers.
Yeah, 4 goalkeepers.
You know, we're not going to have 5 goalkeepers forever. Obviously, Rora, she's Norwegian Reds, if you're in there. But, you know, I think for me it's Mary, Rora, and then the younger ones. Maybe that's how they see it. And then I don't know, because like Shivi, is she going to come back? What's she going to do? We don't know.
Yeah, Shivi is kind of getting old though, isn't she? She's like
a bit older now.
So
and she's having a baby. But she's saying that she's going to come straight back and be ready this season. So how am I to tell people what they're going to do? I don't know. But, you know, 5 goalkeepers is a lot. I can't see us having 5 next year.
No, that's too much. 3 is like the ideal number, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it'll be. But that means maybe Shivi will retire and then what? Sell one of. But they're surely not going to sell Rora. It should just come in.
No, that doesn't make sense. I think Aurora is the second choice, probably. Then.
Yeah, I think Aurora's the second choice. Eleanor Thompson has just jumped in and said, I'm going to answer Jane's question again on the Hanson in a minute. Give me 1 minute. She saw me at a Sheffield game once. So why Sheffield? Basically, Eleanor, Sheffield, they took on Ebony Salmon on loan. She's coming back. Everyone better be there singing for her song. Oh, Ebony Salmon. When she comes on, we're going to be singing that. Hopefully she starts and comes off so we can sing it. But I'll be singing that, whether Shane or whoever wants to say. But they took Ebony Salmon on loan and thought, I've never seen her play. She's on loan for the rest of the season. I want to go and see her. And it didn't clash, so it just went down. Next minute, it took on Nom and Bentley. So I thought, right, let me go and see what the young ones are doing. You know what I mean, Kristian?
And Amy Palmer doesn't. No?
Well, they've taken on Palmer this year. But last year, they took on there was 3. So I just went down and just local, Sheffield, an hour away. Why not? United weren't playing. I went down to see them. And now, this year, they're taking on Palmer. They've signed Nom permanently. They were going to take one of our goalkeepers, whether I can say it or not, but, you know, it didn't end up working out in the end.
You talked about it in the interview with Håkon, right? In the Norwegian Supporter Club magazine thingy.
Yeah.
Where you just said it's just about supporting everyone who's been
here.
Yeah,
United. Yeah. Jane Doe, again, I said, would you want Hanson and Harder if it meant James never played? No. I know you want both. But I just
Yeah,
want harder me.
we're probably not going to get both. It's fun though. It's a fun Twitter
Yeah,
campaign.
it's one thing.
It's fun to me.
Having banter. I mean, for me, Harder's the one that I'd most want. But I think Hansen's better than Harder. I don't think that Hansen is going to happen. I mean, yeah, Hansen's not going to happen.
No, probably not. I think I just saw an article on Norwegian newspaper or website where she just said that I want to stay at Barcelona for a long time, so it probably won't happen in 2021 or ever. I think it would be fun though if it worked out, but no.
No, I don't think. I don't think it's gonna happen, Hansen. I think Harder, most likely.
But we should be aiming for buying those type of players then. So.
Yeah, I think so. No, James. I think if Harder came in, Harder would be the number 9. I think James would then go into number 10. And I think, to be fair, it would be James might go into that midfield and might take the number 10 off Jackie. And that's how savage I think it would be if Harder did come. I know people love off Jackie, and I know and we can talk about Jackie as well. But for me, she's not been as good as what I've expected. She's been good. She's done her thing. She dictated the game, but she's not been as good as what I've expected. I think she will definitely come good. But if, say, we did get a number 9 that was like a Harder, like a Niedemar, like a Kerr, then for me, I would drop one of the midfield 3 to play James. James always has to play for me. What's your thoughts, Kristian, then?
About Shaki, the City game was her best performance so
far
to me, and we played a 4-3-3 with Haley as the right back and Katie, Shaki, and Ella as the midfield 3. That was her best game. Then she got injured, and she hasn't. I'm not going to sit there and say she's been great because she hasn't. But I think people give her too much stick based on her goal contributions and so on. People are too.
Yeah, I think it's just. I actually think one of her best games was Reading, not even City, or even City at the LSV was better. I think it's games like West Ham, even though you saw how much she did without it, even during the game, that West Ham game, everyone was poor though, but you didn't really see much. And I think the thing with Jackie is, this is why I thought Reading was the best game. She looks weak a bit, and maybe she needs to bulk up a bit.
She's very thin and small.
I think she needs to go in the gym more, maybe, because Reading, they were all over her. They were trying to kick her. They were trying to do this. They were trying to do that. And at home, she was getting a lot of fouls. So and it was, some of it was bad from Reading, but like West Ham, they were just sticking it on her, and she was getting bullied a bit, and it wasn't good to see. And I thought, come on, be stronger here, do this. I think the same with Lotta. Be stronger, come on. And I think if that's all it is, being stronger, that'll be sorted. Fairly quickly. But that's the only thing that I think it is, because when LJ came on for that West Ham game, they were flying off her, and the ref then ended up going, "Oh, you're a bit too strong. Let me give you a yellow card," which I thought, what's that about? But that's what I think it is with Jackie.
The refs don't like LJ does them. They just book her all the time. She's too strong, too good. But I think the thing about Shaki is that she doesn't play in her best position. Like the 4-2-3-1 might be the best for the team, but it's not the best for Shaki at all. She's bossing it for the Netherlands, so they play a 4-3-3.
I was going to shout out Rebecca Hughes, who's just tuned in. Can she get on the bus? Don't worry about being Barmy Army members. Everyone's a bloody Barmy Army member, Rebecca. But you can definitely find out how we're going to do more memberships. But everyone can get on the away bus with us. We let everyone on. But Jackie in the national team, she's playing with Spitzer. She's playing with Miedemar up top. She's playing with all these better players. And to be fair, I think a lot of this is what makes me angry a bit. A lot of our attackers have let her down because there's been times where she's played in beautiful balls. And I think, how have you missed that? You know?
Yeah, I actually got some stats on that from one of my Twitter friends. You probably know her. It's at Shakis Martins on Twitter.
Yeah.
And she just sent me like yesterday some stats about Shaki's performances and stuff like that. She actually has the highest expected assist, tied with Leah Golden at 1.6, and the second highest expected assist per 90 minutes, 0.24 behind Jessica Sixworth. She has the most completed key passes, tied with Katie.
Yeah.
And also the most completed key passes per 90 minutes, followed also, and the most completed through balls. So I think she's been unlucky.
The through balls have been brilliant. That's what I will say.
She loves those through balls between the fullback and the centre back.
Yeah. Rebecca. Oh, who's your favourite United player? Rebecca, for me, it's Jessica Sixworth. Kristian?
Nah, it's Shaki Groenen.
Jackie Groenen. Jane Doe. James's best position is a 9. Okay. Wasted further back. I understand with and Rebecca, look at what Shane's just posted about Barmy Army travel. Need to get involved with them. It's one of them with James, because then when she played against Chelsea, she was like dropping back and driving at the midfield, driving at the defenders rather than the one that was there in the middle to get the ball. You know what I mean? Do you remember that game?
Yeah, I do.
So that's why I think Lauren, she's that kind of player that you'd play her. You could play her anywhere. Jad.
It's kind of difficult for me
Jad
to say.
How so? Shout out to you, brother.
It's kind of difficult for me to say which position is Lauren's best position, because she's been played as a number 9 and done well, but she can also play as a number 10. She's kind of like a 9.5 or a false 9 or something like that, like Firmino at Liverpool.
Ronaldo. She just plays where she wants. That's what you do with her. Just messy. Just go. Let them go. That's it.
She's just too good to be played.
Yeah. I've had a question though from Gary Shannon online. My thoughts: if we get a new centre forward, play 3 in the middle, can put Lauren on one of the wings. Would you put Lauren on a wing though? I think she'd be wasted on a wing, Lauren.
Yeah, but I don't think she has that final pass. She's kind of too selfish for that sometimes.
Yeah.
Like Leah and Kirsty, they're better than that. They're looking for teammates in the box, but Lauren just rather goes herself.
Yeah. But that's why I put her that. I always have a central. I wouldn't put her on a wing. I'd always have a central. And whether that's 9 or 10, or whether that's playing her and Harder up top, playing a 4-4-2. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that could work. But that means dropping either Shaki or Haley, doesn't
it? Maybe play your 4 and your midfield, your Mary, defence, and then maybe try Haley and Jackie, Leah and Hansen, and then LJ, and people shouting out Faith. I want to say a name. Is there, you think that's how you say it, right? Fion Cooper. Haley Ladd's the best signing. I agree. Shane saying LJ works as a 9, but I like to see her as a 2 up top. If she had a quality 9 who would get in behind LJ would feed her, create chances, and that person would. So, like, if you had a Harder and an LJ up top together, then had you Leah and Johansson on the wing. I just think, and then if you have to drop Jackie or you have to drop Katie, I think Hayley would always play because Hayley's that kind of Fion. What? How did I say it last time? Oh, I don't know. Sorry, boss.
It's a difficult name, isn't it? So.
Yeah, sorry, boss. But yeah.
If you want to play all of Katie, Hayley, and Shaki, you can play Hayley as a right back, but she wasn't that great against City when she played.
No. You don't play Hayley. Hayley now never should play. I think they only played a right back because we didn't have a right back at the time. And to be fair, let me just shout out Rodney, if he's still in the comments, would love this. Martha Harris. She has done things for us this season. And Amy. You've got to shout them two out. They're not playing in their positions and they are doing the business. But then for me, that shows that we need fullbacks.
Yeah. The thing about Martha is that she doesn't look that great when you look at her body and appearance, but she's doing really well for herself.
Yeah. Considering Alex left us when she did, and we had no one, and Alex left, we had no one. Lotta came in, Lotta's young, and she's never played full time before, so she struggled in that Liverpool game. We had to do something, and I think Martha, Amy Turner, they've stepped up into them fullback positions, and they've made it their own, and I think that's what is going to happen. Whether people are saying this, that, and the other, who do you think we're going to sign? We need a right back, we need a fullback, Maz Pacheco, this. I don't know who we're going to sign, but imagine on a free. If you wanted to come, we're here for it. But someone like Maz Pacheco would be good, to be fair. England under 23 international. But then that's leaving you in a position where one of the left backs might go. Whether that's Smithy. I think Martha, though, has shown that she can play both full-back positions. So I think she'll be there for a bit. Obviously, Amy's the backup centre-back. But, what I would like to see? I would like to see Turner and Turner back together at the back.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Because I think, I don't know, I like Abby. I think she's doing well. She's had a good start. But I just think Amy's really smashing it, and I want to see what she'd do in the WSL. Yeah, centre back.
And who to play at right back then? Kirsty Smith? Or
Kirsty Smith, Martha, even Abby. Play Abby at right back. Play Abby right back at right back. No, because Abby Mark has played a lot at right back. So, Shane's saying it was good at Spurs away. Turner and Turner, forgot they played there, I forgot. But no, that's what I would like to see them back together again. I'm not saying that that's going to be our first choice, but Millie to me is just showing her levels. And I think she can be gutted that she's not getting called up to England when others are. One.
No, I agree. Millie should be called up to the England squad, but Phil Neville isn't doing it. I think he's kind of reluctant to change what's he been doing. If you look at the English centre backs, you have Steph Houghton, obviously, Leah Williamson, and Millie Bright. That's the three main CBs, I guess. But Houghton has been shit, basically. She's on the decline, and it's time to give Millie a chance.
To be fair as well, I mean, I think Millie's been our best centre back, but yet Abby is playing for England. I'm not saying this, that, and the other. Abby shouldn't be playing for England. Abby's been, in the England team for a long time, but it just shows it's not based on, your performances. It's based on your name. He even said in an interview, everyone knows the team now. So it's like, so you're just doing it based on popularity.
Yeah, I think one of the important qualities of a manager is to see when players are on the decline, and they'll never listen to doing that with Steph Houghton.
No. Jane Doe said Mannion. I think Mannion had a really good season last year. Obviously, she's out now, and that's another thing that Millie can, take advantage of. Because for me, I don't see why, and I'm not even slagging anyone. I don't see why Abby's in there, but Millie's struggling to get in. I can't see it. John, thanks for tuning in, John. Who should we sign? We sort of said this, haven't we? But realistic, obviously we want to sign Pernille Harder. But if that doesn't happen, realistically, I think the only one out there, I mean, whether we've got a license or not, is, for me, Bunny Shaw. Khadisha Shaw plays for Jamaica. She played in the World Cup. I've seen her play versus Scotland. She is absolutely different class. The pace, when she hits the ball, she scored about 2 or 3. She scored 2 goals against Scotland, and they were both out the area, and it was just took the ball down, through, bang, and it's. People are saying, she's not hard as level. Obviously, she's not hard as level, but if we're not going to pay the money for a Harder, would you be upset if they came and said, "Oh, we got Bunny Shaw"?
No, I wouldn't, to be honest. But we should go all out for Harder. I think she's like the player who can take us to another level. I think so. We should go for her, but if she doesn't, Bunny Shaw is a good option.
But I mean, last year I think we tried for Ellen White, and it was 50k a year or something like that, 50 or 60k a year that she's on, and that was too much. Something like that. And I know that we went for Tony Duggan as well, but I was told the wages are too high. I don't know what she's on. She must be on similar 60, 70, 80 maybe. A year we're talking, not a week, a year. God knows what Jackie's on. She probably had to take a pay cut.
Yeah, probably.
Some of them have heard. Go on.
If we don't get Harder, could we and she goes to Chelsea, could we go for Bethany England maybe?
Maybe, yeah. But Ramona as well. I heard they're definitely selling her. Yeah. But Bethany England just signed a new contract, so it means you have to pay for her. And with United, they don't want to pay. So I don't understand. Oh, some people have mentioned Chloe Kelly from Everton. This face, Shane.
She didn't really impress me when she's played against us.
No.
She got sent off the first game against us, and then she kind of shoots from 30 yards all the time. I mean, she has a great rifle.
I don't think we need wingers. I think we need, because I think as well we've got I think Maria Edwards will play. I think she's going to play hopefully next year. We might get some FA Cup games, but I think Maria Edwards will play on the wing, and I think they'll bring her on and they'll do things. But Chloe Kelly, no. But I think it's like we just said, Bethany England. If they got Harder and we got Bethany England, I'd be happy, because I think John saying we seriously need a goal scorer. Bethany England is a goal scorer, so if we went and got her, but United, I don't know how serious they are. I think they're serious because they're treating them all equal, and I know that, and I know they get treated really well. And You know, it's the same team across both. You get what I mean? So the same person who does kits is the same person who manages finances, the same person who does tickets. So it's the same. There's no, different team or anything like that. It's just, that's when they say all red, all equal. It is like that. But with the men, even, they don't want to put money into that, really. But with the women's game, you have to put money in. And it's not like we're talking, like I've just said to you, about 50, 60k a year. It's not like we're talking Alexis Sanchez wages, is it?
No.
What's Jane talking about? Jess, I'm going to talk about that in a minute. But what's your thoughts on United when you see them not, say, if they don't get harder, they've not got Ellen White, they've not got Tony Duggan. When you're seeing these top, what's your thoughts?
I don't really know what to think, but it kind of shows that we don't have that attraction level yet because we're just newly established and so on. Maybe they don't want the challenge to bring Manchester United's women's team up to the top. They just want to go to teams that's already at the top. To me, like, it's a much more challenge. It's a better challenge and a more fun challenge to. Let's take Harder, for example. She's a red by heart. I would have chosen to go to my favorite club and take them to the top rather than going to a club that's already at the top. To me, it's funner to knock people off the perch than being knocked off.
Yeah, I suppose. And I suppose that's how Jackie's shown. Like, I'm going to take a pay cut. I'm Man United. This is my badge. I'm going to take us to the top. Jane.
She left Frankfurt and they were in the Champions League final one year, wasn't it?
Yeah. Didn't they win the Champions League? Did she win the Champions League with them? No.
No. Leon has won it like 3 times in a row now.
But yeah, she was in the Champions League. I don't think it's Champions League. I just think it's, I don't know. I think some players would come if we spent the money. Like Real Madrid now are potentially signing that Danea Castillo from Colombia. And she, like, Barcelona want her, Atletico Madrid want her. And I get it, like, Casey always talks about spending money and being sensible and, not spending above your means. But we need a top quality number 9. And to me, Jane said, why is Jess not playing? I mean, me and Rodney bang this drum all the time. Play Jess down the middle. When she played versus City, down the middle, she was on fire. I mean, she's played her on the wing the last few times, and she's making assists, so fair play. But like you said, like Jane Ross, I get why she's playing her there. She wants to build a confidence. We'll all support Jane. But what's it doing to Jess to not play her down the middle? And then she's probably, I don't know. Because I think we played that game versus City. I couldn't believe she didn't play that. She's not played as 9 again since. What's your thoughts? Jess down the middle as a 9?
Yeah, I think she should be tried there at least, like more often. When she does start, she should start down the middle. I don't really get why we signed Jane, to be honest. I guess it was for the experience, but she doesn't really fit our system anymore. She kind of looks a bit lost as the lone striker. Maybe she's better in a pair with Jess, for example.
Yeah, maybe play her as a pair. It would work out.
Jess just proved herself in the championship, right? Playing as a number 9 last season. So why shouldn't she play there again in the WSL? I don't get it.
Well, she proved herself versus City.
Yeah, even then.
If she has to prove herself, to me, I think she bullied Steph. She got a goal. Why the hell are you not playing her?
Even in the cup games, if Lauren is the first choice,
Yeah, I
Jess
get
should
it.
start as number 9 in the cup games.
100%.
But she isn't. And
Yeah.
I find that very weird.
I mean, I get it. Play Jane. She needs confidence. You know, I get it, but I just think, come on now, we need Jess. I'm just had. Jane needs to be with someone. Even John saying Jane needs to be. I mean, maybe them playing them up top. We're playing Brighton now in the cup, 15th, I think it is. Play them up top together. You know, bring in little Maz or bring in someone, Chloe Williams, play them on the wing, so Jess can still get her games. You know, play Hayley. You know, not in a horrible way, but Brighton, they might not play a full strength team. So let's just, you know, do things. Play Lizzie, play Tooney on the wing, play Jane and Jess, and then play Hayley and God knows someone else. You know what I mean? Get people in that way. Play Hayley and Molly in the middle, and then play your back four. I don't understand why. For me, play 4-4-2 in the next cup game.
Yeah.
Jane and Jess up top.
Jane needs to be in a 2. She doesn't really have the.
Jane and Jess up top in the next cup game. I don't see why not.
She doesn't have the pace or the movement to be a lone striker. Well, to me.
Say again.
She doesn't have the pace or the movement to be a lone striker. She's more like the poacher in the box, putting in tap-ins and stuff like that. She doesn't really run in behind.
So I've Jess running in behind, and that's with her.
If
setting her up in the
play
middle.
That together, it would work.
Yeah, and then you find yourself a new formation there, a different option. When it's not working, the 4-2-3-1, right? Bring on 2 strikers. Play LJ and Jane. Do that. It's just. But maybe she's already thinking that. What do we know? We're just cheerleaders.
We're just watching and enjoying.
We're just watching and giving our thoughts. Hell, they might even watch and give some thoughts. You know, they might even see this and think, "Oh, that's a good shout." But Castle fan again, just saying about tactics. Well, we've just said about this actually. Do you think a 3-5-2 could possibly be used with LJ and Siggy? So we just talked about literally playing a 4-4-2 with Jane and Jess. But what do you think about 3? 3 in midfield, 3 in defence, 5 in midfield. You get Tooney in there.
Yeah, it could. Well, how do you set that team up? Like Amy, Abby, and Millie as the 3, and then
Hanson and Leah, full backs, wing backs.
Not really full backs, are they? Or
no, but they have done it. They did it versus Valerenga. So Leah was playing full back.
That didn't work.
I know. Leah was playing centre back in that game. Leah was the best player that day. Jane, back 3 is risky. We didn't do well when we changed it against City. Yeah, I don't like a back 3 really. I think Casey.
I don't think it fits our personnel or players that much.
Not 3 at the back.
I don't really see how we could set that up and make it work.
No, I think definitely back 3 is not for us. Sorry. I think, you know, what was I going to say now? We did it versus City. We did it versus Valerenga. It didn't really work out. I think we need to. Casey, that's what I was saying. Sorry, Casey says that she likes to just keep her back 4 settled. She says she likes to not really change her back 4 and maybe a CDM. She said the rest up top and all that, she'll change all that around. But, you know, she likes to just, like she said with England, they need to just play the same centre-backs all the time, really. And I think that's what she likes. And so I think now she did change it a bit at the start, like you said, Hayley right back, this, that one, Kirsty Smith came in. But I think now, she's pretty much set on Mary, Martha, Millie, and Abby, and then Amy. I mean, what do you think about that? And obviously, like Mary in goal. There's a lot of talk about Mary. I think unfair, to be honest. There's a lot of talk about Dave as well. Unfair. I think they're our best keepers at the club, and I think, I think when a keeper makes a mistake, you're more likely to see it. Whereas I think Mary has bailed out our centre backs enough times. Everton away in the Conte, she bailed out Abby 2-3 times. Millie makes mistakes, silly mistakes. Millie's not focused. So I think there's got some Norway fans in there for you, Kristian. Do you see that's? What do you think then? Talk of Mary and people saying she's not good enough, and talk of even Dave and people saying he's not good enough.
Now, if you look at Mary, she saved us a lot at the start of the season, and the last 3 games maybe hasn't really been that great. She has made a couple of mistakes, like against West Ham, that was poor, and then that when she tried to chip the attacker and completely missed it or failed, and almost gave away her chance. But it's those. She's been a bit of a sticky patch, really, but I think she should be the first choice either way. She will get through it, but she has those lapses in concentration sometimes.
Yeah, and I think what was it? Complacency, in a way. I think I was saying it, she got to a point where she'd had 5 clean sheets in a row, and I think she thought, I'm the boss kind of thing. John's saying when a keeper makes mistakes, it's costly. Hiya, Paige. Jane Doe. Mary is an excellent keeper. Always looks shaky in the air though for England and United. To be fair though, when I've seen Mary, only the past few weeks she's looked shaky in the air. But when I saw her in pre-season in Sandefjord, did I say it right? She was bossing that area. I think she looks more secure than we've had. Even Arsenal, she looked good bossing it. City looked good bossing it. I think it's just recently, I don't know, coming for Cottage, yes, she has looked poor.
I wouldn't mind seeing Aurora playing
more,
but Mary is the first choice, so I guess Casey wants to have the back 5 intact. Don't really change that much, though.
I wouldn't change it.
I mean, probably should trust Casey with that since she was a defender.
Yeah.
Her defensive game.
Kristian, we got a shout out. Can you not say in that later? Come drink first.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Some guy called Omar. Oh, bring me the love. From Norway. Norway Reds, let's go. I had a question from he's gonna watch it later. From John Foster MUFC. You know him on
Yeah.
He says you can't watch live tonight, but what do you and other Norway Reds think when you see Ollie out?
It's annoying to me, to be honest. I don't get it. It won't help to write Ollie out on Twitter. I'm just supporting him all the way. Even if it does go to shit or it doesn't go well and he gets sacked, I will always support him as long as he's here. Same with every other manager. If it doesn't work out, that's too bad. Bring another man in and see if he can do the job. But as long as he's there, I will watch the team, support the team, and support him in everything he does.
Yeah, I agree.
It doesn't get better to just complain all the time.
And I feel like it's a mentality thing that they have in the men's team, whereas we don't have it as much in the women's. I was reading this thing that Lukaku said, and he said, my first game, I scored a goal, but I missed the goal, and everyone was on my back because I missed. I just think, you know, whereas we're here saying, all right, we need another striker, but Jane, she's like this is how we can improve, this is how we can do it better, maybe play 2 up top. Why do you think the fans are so, I don't want to use the word toxic, but so against?
I don't know, really. I don't know if it's our fan base. It's just a special thing for our fan base, but I don't see why they do it. I don't understand why, really. If you look at, for example, Harry Kane, he has a lot of chances during a game usually, and he misses a lot before he scores. But the Spurs fans isn't on his back.
Yeah, no.
They just praise him because he's one of the best strikers in the world.
Not real fans, John is saying. You know, I don't like saying that, but you would always support, like we're saying, Leah, support.
Maybe not like, I wouldn't use not real fans, but they don't have the right mentality to be fans.
I can tell the difference when I'm on, for example, when we lost to Watford, compared to when the girls lost to West Ham, and the girls lost to West Ham in a way where they threw it away. Not, you know what I mean? So that to me was a worse loss than the Watford loss. The Watford loss was just poor. It was poor, yeah. But the mentality between the fans was, bang, we're gonna go again. Bang, yes, Dave, you might have made a mistake, but we're gonna go again. Yes, Mary, you made a mistake, but we'll go again. You'll keep making saves. I know that you will. Like we're sitting here saying today, Mary's our best keeper. Mary will keep playing. You know, Dave will keep playing. Well, if people are saying, drop Dave, do this, do that, this is what makes you think about. I want to bring in more fans from the men's game because that's what I am. So if I think of myself the way I've just suddenly taken this team, I know that there's opportunities that other people can, but I don't want to have it whereby they're going to come in and start saying, fucking Mary out, or this shit, or Casey out, because that's not how it goes down. That's not how I've ever supported a Man United team. So
I talked about that after the West Ham game. I talked a lot about it with someone on Twitter where I just said, okay, this was one of those days where game management costs us. Casey and the team will learn from this, move on. But after the Watford game with the men, it was all layout and so on.
Yeah.
But this is kind of like football. It's short term. It's short thinking. Like we didn't see all layout after winning against Spurs and Manchester City, did we?
Exactly.
But after drawing against Everton and losing to Watford, they were back.
Exactly. Well, they just won today, so we're not seeing all out today. But then they might lose to Burnley, or they might draw against Burnley, and then you'll see them all back out. I don't understand it.
And Ole has said that this season will be inconsistent, and I've accepted it. It's consistently inconsistent. Like we beat Newcastle today, we might lose against Burnley, and then we might smash Arsenal, and then maybe draw against Norwich the game after that, and then we have Liverpool or whatever.
We'll probably beat Liverpool, won't we?
Yeah. Or at least take points from them.
Yeah. We support Man United teams, John. We support all teams, back whoever's in charge and who's playing. That's it. That's the United way. Kristian, we've been going for a while. I can see your friends, they're getting irritated. They're tweeting me aggressively in Norwegian. I don't know what it's saying. It's
I apologize.
No, it's all right. They're bringing me fucking views. I don't mind. I support somebody. Yes, I support them too. No, tell you what I do support in Norway. My Norway women's team. Everyone listen up. Sandefjord. Bang. They looked after me when I went down there. The whole team. I support Sandefjord. Valerenga are all right as well. They treated us all right. But Sandefjord are my teammate. Kristian, thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me
on. You want to come on again? You can. Bring Norway Reds.
Yeah, if you want me, if you want me on again. I will be
Yeah.
there.
Well, let's see. Thanks a lot. Tune in next week. I'm gonna get Matthew Crane on. You know Matthew Crane? Craney?
I know.
We'll see. We'll see. Part of the Barmy Army, Matt Crane. We disagree on midfield, so that'll be fun if that debate comes up. Right. I'll see you later. Thank you, boss. Thanks everyone for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. Follow yourself on Twitter. Do you want to shout out any Twitter handles?
It's at Kristian J Moe.
Getting followed. Natty B, Natty B, at Natalie_17, and follow Barmy Army, MUWFC, on Twitter, on Instagram, and on YouTube. And subscribe to my channel here, guys. Thank you. Bye. Rainy out. Yes. Love it, Shane.